Hello dear students, with CBSE announcing the paper pattern, now you must be worrying how to prepare and how to start studying, how to do the things in a proper manner. So here I am to remove all your worries and tensions and to tell you how to prepare, what to study and how you can score maximum marks. So mainly I'll discuss two things, one the paper pattern and the other is strategy to prepare your English subject. So here first I'll start with paper pattern. So here, as you might know, that there are three sections: reading, writing and literature. Reading section will be of 20 marks, 2 passages, 10 marks each, and there will be factual descriptive type passages and 1 case based one. So you are quite familiar with these things. Still, just to if you are not, then just to make you aware. So 10 plus 10, 20. Then in creative writing section, that is section B, you'll have short and long compositions. In short composition, you'll have notice and invitation. With notice, you'll have notice. With invitation, you'll have invitation. And in long composition, you will have letter writing. So with letter, you will have letter, and with the next one, there will be article and report, and you will have option between these two. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So total 20 marks. So 20 for reading, 20 for writing. And then literature. So you'll have extract based questions that will be, as you can see, 6 plus 6, 12 and plus 4, 16 marks. And you'll have extracts from poetry, flamingo prose and vistas as well, right? And then you'll have short answer type questions from flamingo. So from flamingo, poetry and prose both. And out of 6, you'll have to attempt only 5 questions, total 10 marks, 2 marks each. From vistas, you'll have short answer type questions, 3 questions. Out of 3, you'll have to attempt only 2, so 4 marks. Long answer type questions from flamingo. So out of 2, you'll have to attempt only 1. And long answer type questions from vistas, out of 2, you'll have to attempt only 1. Right, so in that way, literature will be of 40 marks. It means literature has more weightage than your reading and writing. You need to be quite careful about literature, that each chapter should be studied properly. And now, these chapters have been deleted, so you don't have to study these chapters at all. One poetry, that is the second, and in vistas 2, rest all is there in your course, right? So now, moving on to the strategy, section A, what should be done for scoring maximum marks in section A? So you have always scored maximum marks in section A, so no issues and worries. Still, just some information that I would like to give you, that CBSE won't deduct any mark for your spelling, grammar and punctuation errors in reading section only. Yes, in writing and literature, marks will be deducted for these kinds of errors. So what you can do is read and practice both variety of passages, factual and literary, case-based, all. Develop an approach towards MCQs, that what kind of MCQs are asked from such passages and how to approach them. What should be, means you should read them properly, understanding everything. There must be some tricky questions, just 1 or 2, so you need to have a very careful reading of them, understand that what exactly they are trying to say, and on the basis of that you have to answer the question. Understand the central idea of the passage. If you don't, then read the beginning and end of the passage carefully. On the basis of that, try to come to the central idea, and then answer the questions where you find confusion between 2 options, right? While practicing, try to include value points in your answers. That is quite important. Don't answer anything, don't write anything. Be logical and relevant and coherent in your answers. Avoid copying lines as it is from the passage, because in such cases you may not get marks. Don't assign more than 40 minutes to your reading section. 40 minutes more than sufficient. Yes, you don't have to give more than 40 minutes to reading section, and if you practice even before that, you can complete your reading section. Now let's come to section B, writing section. So focus more on polishing the writing style. See, you have enough time, ample amount of time, because this is what November, December, Jan and Feb. So in Feb you may have your exams, and that too in the last of Feb or in the first week of March, we can say. So what you have enough time, you just practice polishing the writing style. Take your own time to remove all the bottlenecks such as short of words, lack of time, haphazard thoughts. So what happens is, the problem in English is when you write, you don't have the flow of thoughts. You don't know how to write what you think, how to express. You have lots of thoughts going on in your mind, but they might not be in the proper order. So how to present them in a proper order, in a logical order. So that is what you need to practice, and you have enough time to practice all such things. So don't take it for granted. Use your time to practice such things and avoid all the bottlenecks. Practice writing a long composition in 15 to 20 minutes and a short composition in 5 to 10 minutes. That can easily be done, because notice and invitation is like you just have to cram and copy them as it is in the exam. Just one or two things would be different, and as per the question you just have to, like, if occasion is different, use that occasion. If name is different, use that name. These are the only things that will be different. Apart from that, rest would be in notice. Part of language is to be framed as per the given question. So that's not a big deal in notice. You have been doing notice since 9th class, I guess. So if you practice a bit, it won't create any problem for you. So 5 to 10 minutes, notice and invitation can easily be completed in 5 to 10 minutes. And long composition for article, definitely you may take 15 to 20 minutes if the topic is different and new for you and you need thinking. So of course there is not an issue, you can complete that in 15 to 20 minutes. In letter writing, it won't take 15 to 20 because one job application will be there. So job application you must cram, and as per the post, as per the designation, change the qualification, change the address as given in the question paper, so, and change the name. So if you do that, you can easily complete it along with the resume, along with the biodata. You can easily complete in 10 to 15 minutes if you have a good writing speed as well. So write in a convincing manner. If your thoughts are arranged properly, logically, then no problem at all. Good range of vocab. Try to use good vocab, especially in article or report. There it would be required. Make accurate use of spelling, punctuation and grammar. Yes, this is quite important. Allocation of marks would be like this. For format, you will be given 1 mark. For content, you will be given 2 marks. So each and every format you must know and practice well. Notice, invitation, letter, that which thing is to be written where. So all these things should be very much clear to you, and you will get marks for that. You must remember content, that why, what, when, where and how, all these things, that forms your content. Organization of ideas, that you arrange your ideas in a proper manner. And accuracy, spelling, grammar, punctuation, accuracy, right? So can be given 50 minutes. Of course, for writing you can take 50 minutes. In 50 minutes, more than enough, yes. And you can easily complete each and everything. Just see, only 4 things are there. So 1 notice, 1 invitation, 1 letter. So you won't take 50 minutes, right? Unless you have to think a lot and you don't practice it beforehand and you start thinking there only, then you may take more than 50 minutes, otherwise not. In literature, read all the chapters, because as I said, you have ample amount of time, so you can utilize this time. Read all the chapters with the purpose of understanding and analyzing the text and enriching vocab. So there is good amount of words, different words, good words in your chapters. Try to learn those words. That will help you in enriching your vocab, and that will really be conducive in attempting your writing section where you need such things. And note down all the good words and phrases in the text and try to use them in your own sentences. Yes, so good phrases and words are there in your chapters, try using them, frame your own sentences while practicing a report or an article, use them. That is the way we learn vocab, and we use it and we practice it. Read variety of questions, their solutions, and try them in writing. So of course, reading a chapter again and again won't help. The best thing, the exam oriented thing is practice the questions more and more, what has been asked earlier and what possibilities there in future. So accordingly, you read variety of questions, sample paper questions. If you go through them, you will have an idea that what kind of questions may be asked and how to attempt them. Otherwise, like if you read the chapter again and again, you won't have any clue that what can be asked from that. So it is better to know what can be asked and be mentally prepared for that. Try bringing a spontaneity in your thoughts. Yes, for spontaneous thoughts, you need to have good practice of writing. Only then you can have that spontaneity. Otherwise, not it. Or it must be like some, of course, it is inherent in some of the students, and for the others, it needs to be practiced. And short answer type and long answer type questions should not exceed 5 and 10 minutes respectively. Yes. Short answers, if you have read the chapters properly, if you can understand the question properly, it won't take more than 5 minutes. What, you just have to write 40 to 50 words. So will it take more than 5 minutes? Not at all. And your marks are deducted because either you don't include all the value points. So what actually they are asking, stick to that. Understand the logic, understand the central point, and answer accordingly. If you include the value points, you get full marks. Otherwise, you get half or 1 mark deducted. That is the general case, because only some students get 99 or more than 95 marks. So it means if you are not getting, you are not including the value points. So try understanding the question and then accordingly use the value points. In long answer, try to your marks are value points, or your expression is not proper. So expressions, it means whatever you is going there in your mind, so that should be there on the paper as well. So that needs to be practiced in the guidance and supervision of your teachers. And in long answers, try to introduce the idea properly and then one by one present all the relevant details in a coherent manner. So first introduce the point, what they are asking, then logically build upon that, come to a proper conclusion. Everything should be in a sequence, properly arranged, coherently arranged. That is the way to score 5 out of 5 in long answer type. Logical cohesion helps you get, logical cohesion, that proper beginning, proper mid, proper ending, everything properly placed helps you get full. 50 minutes can be given to this section as well. So it means total we have 20 there and 20 here, total 40 minutes. But generally what happens that most of the students don't have 40 minutes left with them, but at least I would suggest at least 15 minutes should be there with you to go through the paper again and check if you have committed any silly mistake and overcome that. So finally, it's not all over, that we won't leave you here. We'll be there with you till your exam. Yes, we won't leave you in the lurch in the middle of these things, this journey. We will bring these things with these things for you. So what? Practice test for self-assessment in the month of November. So there'll be PDF of paper solution and video solution as well. Rapid revision videos will be there chapter wise in the month of Jan. Mock tests will be there in line with board exams. It means along with your board exams, you may require at that time some sample papers to attempt to boost your confidence. So just before your exam, we'll come up with some mock tests to boost your confidence. Exam paper discussion will be there. On the same day your paper gets over, will come with a live session to discuss your paper and to tell you that whether it was all right or you committed some mistake or how much you will score. So we'll be telling you all this, and this all will be available where? www.ln.se.in. So stay in touch, keep watching and coming on to our web page, and you will get to know the updates. Yes, so thank you very much and all the best.